Hello, Cymra hashiv vanju. Is Misha Joseph, agus falcha gu Gaelic lay Joseph. Hello, I'm Joseph, and welcome to Gaelic with Joseph. Cymra hashiv vanju. Cymra hashiv vanju. How are you all today? Cymra hashiv and Jew. Right, you can see here exactly what I said. Okay, now you should know all of this, it's fairly basic, but many of you are new, so we'll just go over it again. So, Cymra hashiv and Jew. You could say Cymra ha'u and Jew if it's one person, but in the plural, and I'm asking all of you, Cymra hashiv, how are you all? But remember, shiv is also the polite way to say you. So if you're talking to an older person, Cymra hashiv out of respect, or plural also. Maybe it's kind of broadly similar to the royal we, where they use we for everything, don't they, our royals? Anyway, this is the other parts that I said. And Jew is today. So really, how are you today? It's Misha Joseph. I'm Joseph, so you can use your own name. It's Misha, and then just put your name in. Okay? So in Gaelic, my name is Joseph or Shossi, which is kind of like Joey. Agus falchagu Gaelic le Joseph. Now, I want to point something out here that you probably haven't seen before. Okay? This means welcome to Gaelic with Joseph. Faucha, you've seen in Irish bars before, Kinamilla Faucha, 100,000 welcomes, so you know about this. But what you probably haven't seen before is a little bit of grammar called lenition. And we're going to go over that in the next sentence. But just before we do, you can see here, this is written Gaelic. But yet here, there's an H, which changes the sound to Yalich. Now, this is something called lenition. We've touched on it many times before. It's when an H appears, and it doesn't appear mysteriously. There are rules as to why it appears, and usually it involves the letter before. Like Mary can become Vary. This sound with the G Gaelic becomes Yalich. So it's something to be aware of. There are rules about it. I'm not going to go into lenition because it's a little bit complex, and it's better that you practice these things by experiencing. But you do need to know that lenition exists, and each time it comes up, we're going to go over it rather than diving into the rules now. So you've seen it when I was doing the rosary prayers, because Mary became Vary when we addressed her. Yeah, and that's what we're going over there, this bit of lenition. But I'm not going to go into all the rules, just to say that some letters, when you come across them, trigger an H to be inserted at the beginning if it's feminine, and also sometimes the ends of words change as well. Okay, now here, this isn't at the beginning, this isn't lenition, this H, so this doesn't change to a V. In fact, in this word, which means community, this just gets ignored, this MH. There isn't even an M sound there. Koyersnacht. And how we interpret this is that literally this is saying it's language community that's in Gaelic. Now, again, we've kind of gone over this before, but if you want to say the state of something, you can use ha which literally means is it, or it is. But when you're talking about a characteristic, we talk about things being inside. So in this case, we're saying it's a community language that's in Gaelic, and that's the Gaelic way of saying Gaelic is a community language. You're talking about its character. That's why you have the she and the own. Okay, so if I just wanted to say it's a community language, it would be she canon Coir Schnacht a Hound. But I'm obviously referring to Gaelic here, so that's why it has the ounce Yalich. Okay, now remember, this is Yalich. Right, so she canon Coir Schnacht a Hounds a Yalich. So we had Gaelic in the first part, Yalich in this part here. Gaelic is a community language. Right. Now, next, I want to tell you that because I'm studying at university about bringing back dead languages or languages which are minority languages like Gaelic, I'm realizing, because I'm learning, of course, that me being here, giving you information where you're a spectator and I'm the only one participating, isn't good for the language. And it's not good for you or for me either. To revitalize Gaelic needs people to be speaking. There needs to be a community of speakers. We need to be talking. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm setting up a Telegram group, and you can see the address there. I'll put it into the description as well, and I'd like you to come and join it. And the reason why I want you to come and join it isn't just because, you know, it's a nice thing to do. I do really want to see you participating with Gaelic. Now, this group is called, okay, Koyersnacht, Canon Koyersnacht, language community, okay? So I really want you to come along, and I want you to come in, and I'll be hoping that you'll be participating. There's no rules for this group, all right? So the only one thing that I want is that in it, you only use Gaelic. And also, I want you all to help each other. I mean, I'll be there. Of course, I'll help you as well. But I don't want this to be a hierarchical group where I look down upon you and give you stuff. I want you to be talking to each other in Gaelic. Now, you all know the kind of things I post here in this channel, so you know what I'm like. I have a strong interest in storytelling and in creativity, and as I've told you before, you really need to have a creative practice to push you along a little bit with your Gaelic. It's my personal philosophy that that really helps with language learning. It's not just about because it's in Gaelic. You need to have some background engine. Just to demonstrate that, if you think of Klingon, everyone knows what Klingon is. What's its background engine? Of course, it's Star Trek. It's stories, space travel. If you take Klingon out of that, then it's dead. It doesn't belong anywhere. So I want to try to bring in this idea of storytelling to our Telegram channel. I want it to be where you express, you tell tales. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare, about your day, about what you're doing in Gaelic. There's many of you in this channel. There's over 500 subscribers. I don't know how many of you are going to sign up for this. I really do hope that many of you do. And then what we can do is when I make video clips here, we can discuss those in our channel, and we can use new words and phrases, because it looks like I'm going to have to start a very basic Gaelic course again from scratch and build, because there's so many of you coming in who don't know any Gaelic, and it would be good anyway, because we're all learning, we're all moving forward. Yeah, I mean, this channel now is 6 years old, and I'm still feeling that we're not really participating, and I'm realizing the importance of that. I've tried to join different social media Gaelic groups. One of them I just couldn't get into. They wouldn't let me in. I don't think anybody was administrating over on Signal. Another one I joined on Telegram. I couldn't relate to it. And even the formal classes I've had in Gaelic have been a little bit, what? So remember, this channel was and has always been there to slow down the pace a little bit with Gaelic. So some of you are older, some of you are learning for many different reasons. Some of you have an interest in what I'm posting, like the rosary and religious stuff. There's other people who are here because you're studying Gaelic at different schools and universities. So I really would like you to come to this group, but I'm really hoping that you'll use the audio, because that is how you're going to learn. Of course, I'm not going to force you, and it's all private, but do come. I'd love to see you there, and we can talk to each other and tell each other stories. That is how we revive Gaelic. We're getting to the point where Gaelic is kind of getting on life support. So let us be the change. I know we're all over the world. Many of you are here in the UK, but let's try to follow that one golden rule. Gaelic only in our Telegram channel, please. And I'll put the link in the description of this YouTube clip, so you can copy and paste it or click on it. I don't know what it'll look like for you, but Gaelic only. And if you do need to say something in English, try to do it in Gaelic. You'll be surprised at how quickly you learn if you do it that way. And if you want to private message me, you're more than welcome to do so if you do have to say something in English. But you'll be helping each other. Okay, we're all learners together. One thing I've learned in this course is that my pronunciation of Gaelic, even though I knew little bits here and there, thanks to family, still isn't the best. So we're all in this together, all right? So please do come and join my Telegram channel. And because I'm a teacher anyway of English, I do have like lots of ideas and things to prod you with, like a stick, to force you to talk. But I really do want you to take this opportunity, because watching me entertain you isn't helping you Gaelic, and it's not helping me either to give you Gaelic, because I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're using it. I don't even know what you're looking for. So getting you all together in a group will allow me to get some info from you as to what you want as well. And so that's it from me for today. I want to wish you all a wonderful day, and just to finally say goodbye, Chiri and Drazda.